Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm planning in my catch-all planner for the week of August 30th through September 5th. For this spread, I'm going to be using some products that were sent to me by Busy Bee Stationery. They're like a monthly box of curated stationery products. I'll leave the link down below. I also have a discount code for you if you're interested. But I have some Heidi Swap foil flakes. I have a fine point glue pen, and then I have this mini paper pad of 36 sheets, and it is so cute. So I'm gonna make like a gold foiled spread. I've never done like actual foiling in my planner, so we'll see how this works out. And for the more functional stuff, I'm pulling in the Wild Styled sticker book just because I think the color palette's pretty similar to the ones in this Gather paper pad. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it. I went ahead and pulled some sheets out of that paper pad, so these are the ones I'm going with. And my plan currently is to kind of slice them up into strips and then do some like vertical stripes on this, if that makes any sense. I feel like lately I've been doing so much scrapbook paper stuff in my planner, but maybe it's a series of ways to use scrapbook paper in your planner, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these guys up into strips of roughly the same size. I decided to go with 1/2-inch strips. I think that's like the best width for these. And then I have my Tombow Monodots adhesive, and I'm just gonna start kind of gluing these. There is a little bit of a rough edge where they were torn from the paper pad, so I will take scissors and kind of trim that up to make them look a little cleaner. And obviously I want them to be varying heights. So I'm just gonna start with this one by doing that. I've been on a little bit of a YouTube hiatus just with school starting. Things have been going pretty well so far. It's just been a lot of work. So finding the time to make YouTube videos has kind of taken a back seat. And I recently moved, so I'm in the new apartment now. If you hear children screaming, I live next to a park now and was not anticipating that being the background noise to everything in my life, but children screaming is the new soundtrack. So new apartment, figuring out like lighting wise what works out. Currently I'm in the living room. I do have a craft room here, but I just cannot figure out the lighting in there for the life of me. It even crossed my mind, maybe I just switch my bedroom with my craft room because the lighting's better in the bedroom. But that involves moving a lot of furniture and I don't want to deal with that. So currently just working in the living room until I can figure out what's going on, where I'm taking pictures, where I'm filming videos, where my equipment is gonna live. And these monodots are just so easy to use. So I'm just kind of making a little pattern with the strips. I want to make sure I get all of them in there though. So I need some blue. I'll go with another taller one. So like that. I hope this isn't too scattered because I have a lot of moving parts right now. Anyway, my first YouTube giveaway for 1,000 subscribers has closed and I've been meaning to post the second one. I'm hoping to get that up tonight. Oh, those are the same height. Will that be an issue? Maybe not, if I use a slightly shorter piece above them, just to kind of layer. And my second giveaway is gonna be custom pet stickers. So I've been doing a lot of custom pet drawings, and I've done a few sets of stickers for various people, but I am gonna do a giveaway for a set of custom pet stickers. So that one's gonna be open to US only just because of shipping prices, but if you are outside of the US and you want to enter, I can also do a digital download. You just need to let me know ahead of time. So this is getting pretty cute. I want some more of this floral. We'll go with like a shorter one of these. I have a hunch this is going to be a really fun video to edit. That was total sarcasm, by the way. Just because kind of editing around all the clicky noises of the Monodots adhesive makes it a little choppy. I don't know how people feel about like having that in the video. I tend to just cut out the parts where I'm doing like the taping just because it makes such a weird noise. Like sometimes I'll leave a little one in, but I don't know if you can hear over it when I'm talking and taping at the same time. So I want this one down here off the edge of the page. And I'm gonna crop this. I'm liking it so far. It's giving me very mid-century modern. So I'm excited to see how this goes, especially when I add in foiling. That could either be a total flop or like the coolest thing ever. So Looking forward to the foiling portion of this video. I've only seen like a few like TikToks of people actually using like foil. That's what it is, it's foil. And they always have tiny paintbrushes and it's always on wedding invitations. So like, I don't know how to do it on a non-wedding invitation. I'm sure the skills are applicable to other kinds of paper surfaces, but I haven't even seen like any other planners kind of take it on, so it's gonna be interesting. I'm trailblazing over here. I am trying my best not to put a lot of decorative strips on days where I know I have a lot of things going on, but I'm also trying to make it look good. So like, I know I don't have a lot going on Tuesday, but it's in the middle of the page, so obviously I can't like stick a whole bunch of stuff in the middle of the page. Wednesday's kind of getting taken up, so I'm gonna leave it like that on this half, and we're gonna move over to the other half of the week. Thursdays are just super busy for me, so I'm not even gonna try to put anything on Thursday unless it's like a little fragment at the bottom. I'm gonna start with this one. I think this is probably my favorite paper of the four. I picked like one that was a very distinct pattern, and then I picked the rest to kind of like accent it. So like the blue and the floral and the wood green. And I'm actually enjoying kind of layering them off the edge of the page. I think it gives it some more dimension. I'm trying to get them equidistant from each other just so there's not like random gaps and differences between those gaps. So let's do this. I need some wood grain going on over in this cluster, but I'm just gonna do a little touch of it. Let's see, we'll do like this. And this guy is gonna go on Thursday. I know I said I wasn't gonna put anything on Thursday, but this might just be it. Like that little touch. Now the floral is feeling excluded, so I gotta get some of that in there. I could do like an ever so slight touch down there, or like maybe that. We'll do that. My video decided to cut out on me, but not much passed. So I'm gonna make one last cluster up here on the weekend, just because those are also days when there's not a whole lot going on. And this could be like a bigger cluster, which would be fun. I'm trying to think of like what I have going on the weekend besides like work. And in the time that was cut off of video, so essentially I was just talking to myself, I realized that with these mono dots adhesive, like the pattern of the dots might actually be kind of fun to play around with the foiling, if it could make like a nice looking dot pattern. I'm not sure how achievable that will be, but it's worth a shot on some scrap paper, just testing it out, and then maybe using it as like a layering pattern on top of these scrapbook paper sections or somewhere else in the spread. I'm just thinking of the possibilities because the possibilities are endless. Gonna add some more wood up in this area. Like, I know this is kind of like a rustic looking wood, but the spread is not gonna be rustic overall. It's just kind of, it's whimsical. Nostalgic might be a word that you would use to describe it, but not rustic. I don't consider myself a very rustic person. So I got this little section going on up there. Gotta add in some florals, because nothing is complete without florals. I do want this one to kind of go up there though. So I'm just gonna cut it to roughly the right size. Let's try that one more time. Yes, that looks much better. And then I want like one more, at least on that side of it. Like I could do more florals, but it's next to the florals then. But I could also kind of start layering it down in the corner. I kind of like that change in direction, so I'm gonna try that out. We're just kind of going lower. And then I need one more, and I think wood will probably be the one to do that. So it'll be something like that. I do want to trim it a little bit shorter because it does have that rough edge, and I'm trying my best to avoid those just to make it look nice and clean on the pages. Alrighty, let's try this out. I don't really care if it's like going outside of the lines on the sides. I tried to line it up on the top, but On the sides, I don't really care that much. That looks pretty good. I think it just needs one last little thing. Like even like that. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the last little bit of scrapbook paper. In the wild styled book, I love these ones with the gold foiling. This one says, fill your heart with what's important and forget the rest. I'm gonna put that on Monday because not a lot going on Monday. So a nice little decorative accent up here. And then I think I wanna pick a different one to go somewhere else in the spread. I'm trying to stay away from animal print because I think that's going to make it just really busy. This one with the leaves though is really cute. Like I think that would look fine in the grand scheme of things. And that one's going to go on Friday because it's another not so busy day. Taking some colorful boxes to get all the commitments down on the page. So I have one meeting on Monday, so I just need one box. Gold foil, obviously, because we're going to be doing gold foiling at some point in this video. And then there's just like a lot of room for me to write directly onto the page for to-do tasks or just leave it decorative, which would be ideal, but there's always things to do. Now I'm going to take 3 more of these boxes for Tuesday, and I'm going to put them down here at the bottom. I think that'll look the best. I have class, I have office hours, and I have work. And at some point in the day, I'm supposed to be getting a delivery that requires a signature, which complete pain in the butt. But I guess I'm getting a new phone because my parents upgraded their plan. So it's supposed to arrive at some point, and I just don't know when. Hopefully it arrives before 5 o'clock when I have to like leave for work for a little bit, but I'm going to be home for most of the day for classes and stuff because everything is online still. Should I write that on the page or should I give it a box? Or I could even do one from Wild Style if I wanted to. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. I need to do 3 more boxes on Wednesday. So I feel like I'm just going to go through so many boxes in this spread, which is a little frustrating. There's no good way to place them unless I want to do them all down here. And it'll be the exact same layout. How do we feel about that? I could even overlap them if I wanted to go up a little bit, like over the scrapbook paper. Like, I'm gonna have to do it. It's just not gonna work out nicely any other way. So I'm just gonna put these 2 up here and hope for the best. Like, it looks nice to see a little touch of this behind them. I'll take it. Then on Thursday, I have a hair appointment. So I'm gonna use a larger box for this because I need to remember that they moved to a new location. They recently remodeled and moved spots. So I gotta remember to go to the new location, not where I'm used to going. After that, I have, I have TAing, so teaching classes, which is actually going pretty well. It's definitely anxiety inducing, but it's going pretty well for what it is. And then I have a little bit of a break, and then I have class, and then I have work. So I'm gonna put these 2 down here at the bottom of the box. I'm just using up an entire sheet of these nice sized boxes, which wish I had more of these. Always wish I had more of them, but they're getting used for functional purposes, and that's what matters here. I really do not like this decorative sticker. I don't know, there's something about the leaves that just doesn't work for me, so I'm gonna peel that one up. I know I said I was gonna use Wild Style, and I just feel like I'm just not using anything from it. Switching paths and actually integrating this Marabou Design book, which I love. I feel like the colors are gonna work better from this one. So we have Good Vibes, which is gorgeous, and it brings out those blue tones. Like, it could be fun to kind of avoid the lines and just stick it in line with some of those pieces. Maybe? I'm sorry, I'm out of practice with videos and I'm just feeling scattered today. So obviously that's reflecting in my planning process. Peeling that guy up. I'm just gonna do it in the middle of these 2 boxes because I know I have a meeting and I have a class to TA, but there is a little bit of a gap between them. So hopefully this will help break up all the boxes on boxes, or at least all the gold foiled boxes on boxes. Flipping back to the other page because I want a full box on there. I like this one that says, whatever you do, do your very best. I think that's such a cute quote, and the colors match up nicely. That one's gonna go on Tuesday, and then whenever that phone gets delivered is gonna be in the top box. I think I'm gonna leave the Fill Your Heart for now, unless I swap this out for like a quote up here at the top, which could be cute. Yeah, peeling this one up. Maybe there's larger quotes in this Marabou Designs book. I hope there are. Didn't find anything in the Marabou Designs book that I wanted, but I did find one in the Spoonful of Faith one. I like this one that says be a dreamer and a doer, and that's gonna go nicely up here at the top of the page. So with a little help from my white gel pen, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of some lines so the quote can go nicely up here at the top. With that space cleared, I'm gonna place the quote. Hopefully everything goes as planned. I love a nice big gold foiled quote. I'm gonna center it. It will go over the line a little bit onto Tuesday, but there is still not enough room on Tuesday to write when I need to write. Has a nice little arrow that'll point towards that commitment. To counteract all the vertical that's going on, I kind of want to put this one down here. This is again from that Marabou Designs book, and it says set goals and crush them. Weekends are always great for making plans and getting things done. Going back to more commitments that need to get placed in the planner. So I have class to TA on Friday. So that's gonna get a box above the Good Vibes box. And then after that, I have a meeting. I do need to contact them and hopefully get the meeting pushed back a little bit just because it intersects with that. So let's see, this will go here. We've got a little bit of time for any kind of weekend activities that I want to do, which become less and less every week because work keeps increasing. Saturday, I am training in new people at work, so I need another one of these boxes. And then Sunday, I also have an extended work shift because I'm training in more people. So that worked out surprisingly well with the boxes. Let's do that. So here was my experiment in trying to foil to the dot pattern. It didn't really show the dot pattern. It's just kind of like a little foil chunk, but I like the way that it looks. So I think I'm gonna do a few spots of that throughout the spread. I'm sure this is great for like getting into really small areas. It's a fine tip, so I might use that at the end, but I wanna do some larger splotches first. Hopefully everything goes as well as it did in the test run. I'm just gonna put some random like little glue splotches down and then taking the foil, it's a little nerve-wracking. Oh, okay, so it's like a shaker. Thankfully I turned the AC off for this video, so hopefully nothing blows around, but this is very like fragile. And I'm just kind of tapping it onto where I just put glue. Using my tweezers. And whatever doesn't have glue behind it will probably come up, but I'm gonna use a paintbrush in just a second to brush away all the excess. This is kind of loose, so I'm gonna move it over to this area where the glue is still uncovered. Now I have a fan brush, and I'm just gonna, again, tap. Oh, this is so fun. Okay, highly recommend putting foil in your planner. I will let you know in a future video how well this holds up to the actual planning process, because this is nice and like delicate foil. Oh, this is nice. Okay, I'm having a lot of fun here, guys. I'm gonna do another splotch of it up here. This is just me like having too much fun with craft supplies in this video. But it's fun to mix things up. I don't often get a chance to experiment with new media in my planner, especially because I do want it to be functional for the most part. But this isn't getting in the way. This isn't hurting anyone. It is clingy. So, I mean, that's a good thing and also a bad thing. Let's see if I can get it with the paintbrush. Okay. A little tap for this guy. Is this gonna be like glitter where suddenly my entire apartment is full of gold foil now? Would not be opposed, but also don't want to like consume it, you know, if it gets in my food and such. I feel like I should have some smaller spots, so maybe I will go in with the pen. So it's like a little paint marker pen. I'm just gonna put some little like spots if I can get it working. I've never been good at getting these types of pens to like start with the ink. I'm gonna figure this out some other time and just continue to use the tape runner because that's been working pretty well for me. All right, so that's one big spot of gold, and I'm just gonna skip these two sections, and I'm also just gonna do it up here on the weekend. So I'm gonna finish that, and then I'll come back when that's done. I know this is gonna be a very choppy video just because of the way that all of these different techniques worked out together, if that makes any sense. Very labor-intensive video, I guess. Alright, so there's some obvious gold foil cleanup time that needs to happen, but this is the gist of it. I'm happy with the way this turned out. It was a fun experimental spread, and I think it's probably going to grow as the week goes on, so stay tuned on my Instagram for like after the pen photos, especially to see how well the foiling holds up. Excited to plan on this. So again, Busy Bee Stationery sent me the kit. I will leave all the info down below, and there you have it. If you liked this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner-related content, and follow me on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching, and happy planning!